I finished the Nutcracker styrofoam drawing around 4 p.m. And I just started work on this new project. It's based off an idea Dad gave me, which is essentially a picture of a painting his mom did for him for Christmas. This is from a large Salvatore's pizza Dad got some hours ago while having drinks and watching a football game. It's a pizza with artichoke, Alfredo, pepperoni, and red peppers, and black olives. When he got home, he split a bottle of kombucha. I don't remember the exact flavor of it between him and me. That was kind of hidden within the fridge. Hidden in plain sight in a way. I didn't find that bottle of kombucha, but he mentioned it when I asked around 3:30 p.m. He called me. I asked if he could get some kombucha. And it turns out he already had some. Prior to him getting home, I had water from the kitchen sink within the same cup that I had a pot of coffee in during I think from 11:30 in the morning to 3:30 p.m. roughly. I had the pasta dish around 1:15 p.m. and the small little salad Dad made for me around 6 p.m. This, in my opinion, it's a pretty big shot glass, but it's full of the pure passion fruit rum with just ice in it and nothing mixed in. It tastes pretty good. Yeah, this pizza is pretty good. At some point I must have accidentally did the 9-hour production period instead of the usual 3-hour production period I do for these grafting sites. Whether it be for marble, steel, or planks. Apparently this is the Alfredo Not My Brother specialty pizza that Salvatore's has, except Dad added in the charred pepperoni. And this is the trilogy flavor of GTS kombucha. I activated a technology on the Wood Elves chapter research tree so that I could then start putting knowledge points into this one. And my goal is to get to this chapter by the next episodic event. What I'm doing right now is ultimately trying to decide what music I should use for the styrofoam slideshow Camtasia 2019 project. There was a point at which I was thinking of using these songs in order to represent different eras. I figured it would be okay to use these songs, this music, for a non-commercial project such as this, but at this point, as long as I gave credit to the artist, although to find the person who made the music for Ouroboros, I had to find the game on Congregate. To get the music, I went on my Y8 browser so I could access the game. But Y8 didn't tell me who made the game, really. So I went on Congregate, and I got the name of a musician, someone who was a musician as well as a game developer, so I assume that person made the music for Ouroboros. Also, at that point, I had heard of the Mr. Incredible becoming uncanny meme. I might do something like that involving my styrofoam drawings before uploading the slideshow itself. That ultimately became the basis for me wanting to avoid using any music that had been used in what is currently regarded as the standard template for the meme, though that could easily change. Within a few days. At this point, though, I'm thinking I should probably stick to exclusively music by Kevin MacLeod. It's spelled, the last name is spelled MacLeod. but it's pronounced McLeod. Well, that's how Google Assistant pronounced it. AHA Music ended up being a bust. It failed to identify Epic Lounge by Joe Walker. So I turned to using Google Assistant by saying, "Hey Google, what music is this?" In order to identify that music track. It's a good thing my PC is currently muted. Otherwise, it would have unintentionally played Cut and Dry by Kevin MacLeod. I unplugged the headphones so Google Assistant could hear the music I played from the laptop. You can't go wrong with the inventors of Content ID, although Content ID isn't perfect. It's possible for something that's copyrighted to slip through it if there's background noise. And audio distortion from using an external audio recording device. Such as your phone. And where there's typical vlogging scenarios, there is background noise. Yeah, but in cases where you just want to use music, for a video project, the system works very well. What's currently facing me is a side quest to build a wood elf's habitat. The thing is, I don't even have that unlocked at the moment. 7x4. It's not going to be easy to fit that in. I thought about replacing this with the habitat, but it looks like it's a 6x4 building, so it's not going to be as easy as that. In particular, I have to activate this research technology in order to get access to the habitat I'll have to build. The habitat gives more population than this Wayfarer's Tavern, and I'll still have the Ancient Grounds building to have something dwarven inspired, as well as this ancient wonder and this ancient wonder. I microwaved the pasta. Dad initially told me to do it for 2 minutes and then for 1:45. But when I saw how big the portion was, I opted to go for the full 2 minutes instead for the microwave. And even then, I think it was just warm. It wasn't like fresh hot. It was still enjoyable though. Yeah, though the fresh, well, relatively fresh, it's store-bought sprinkled cheddar cheese, so from Wegmans. Even so, it wasn't melted. Fresh in that it wasn't expired or anything like that. It's currently 11:05 p.m. I got some more of the pizza. Dad cooked the pizza or heated it up using the oven the first time for 20 minutes. This time around, I'm not entirely sure how long he heated the pizza up for, but it was for some minutes. The applesauce was made by his mom. And it's pretty good. When I go back to the city view, I have a tendency to think that there's going to be I'm going to get an alert telling me that that keys appeared around the edge of my city in Elvenar. I'm not entirely sure what story those sentences are from, but it sounds pretty interesting.